Assalamualaikum. Good morning, students. How are you? Okay, we are studying about the cellular organelles. Fine. The second cell organelle in your book is ribosomes. What is it? Ribosomes. These are tiny granular structures that are either floating freely in the cytoplasm or are bound to endoplasmic reticulum. It means they are found in two forms, whether they sometimes found freely floating in the cytoplasm or they are attached somehow into the endoplasmic reticulum. But these are the tiny granular structures. Fine. Each ribosome is made up of almost equal amounts of proteins and ribosomal RNA. What is its composition? It has two things, proteins and ribosomal RNA, and they are not bound by membranes. It has no membrane structure. That is why it is also found in prokaryotes. Eukaryotic ribosomes are slightly larger than prokaryotic ones. It is an important MCQ, sometimes comes in the board. Eukaryotic ribosomes are slightly larger than prokaryotic ones. Then comes its functioning. What is the function of ribosome? These are the sites of protein synthesis. Any type of protein that is making formation of protein in our body, inside our body, is happening on the ribosomes. Ribosomes are the structure where protein is formed. Protein synthesis is extremely important to cells. As we know, large number of ribosomes are found throughout the cells. When a ribosome is not working, it deassembles, it disintegrates into two units, that is called a larger unit and the smaller unit. First of all, you should know what are ribosomes. They are membrane free structures. They have composition of proteins and ribosomal RNA. Eukaryotic ribosomes larger than the prokaryotic ones. Then what are its functioning? It is really necessary for protein synthesis. So there are two units of ribosome. When they are not working, the larger subunit and the smaller subunit. Then comes mitochondria. Another cellular organelle is mitochondria. It is also called as powerhouse of the cell. All the energy, all the functioning actually carries out by this cellular organelle, mitochondria. These are double membrane bound structures. These are double membrane bound structures and are found only in eukaryotes. Found in eukaryotes. As we know, membrane bounded structures are normally found in eukaryotes, not in prokaryotes. These are sites of aerobic respiration and are the major energy production centers. Powerhouse, वही वाली बात जो मैंने अभी आपको explain की. The outer membrane, as you can see, the outer membrane, look at the outer membrane. It is quite smooth. The outer membrane is smooth, but the inner membrane, look at it. How many enfoldings you can see, right? These enfoldings are called cristae. What is it? These enfoldings are called cristae. In the inner mitochondrial matrix, they are formed and they have inner mitochondrial bluish color matrix. This serves to increase the surface area of inner membrane so that membrane bound reactions can take place. Fine. The mitochondria have their own DNA and ribosome. They have their own DNA and ribosome. The ribosomes of mitochondria are more similar to bacterial ribosomes than to eukaryotic ribosomes. What you have to learn, this is a double membrane bound structure found only in eukaryote, sites of aerobic respiration. Outer membrane is smooth, but the inner membrane has many enfoldings called cristae, and they are submerged into the inner matrix that is called mitochondrial matrix. Fine. Then comes the third cellular organelle, plastids. What is it? Plastids. First of all, these are also the membrane bound organelles, but they are only found in the cells of plants. Fine. And photosynthetic protists. There are three types of plastids: chloroplast, leucoplast and chromoplast. How many types? Three types: chloroplast, chromoplast and leucoplast. Fine. Starting from the first type, that is called as chloroplast. It is also bound by a double membrane. Fine. Look at the diagram first. I will explain it from the diagram. This is the diagram of chloroplast. Double membrane bound structure. Fine. The outer membrane is smooth. The outer membrane is small, while the inner membrane give rise to many sacs called thylakoids. These sacs, these coins, as you can see, are called as thylakoids. And when we talk about the set of a coin, one set of a coin, it is called as granum. What is it? It is called as granum. This whole set of coins, this is thylakoids set, it is called as granum. fine, and they are found or submerged in the inner matrix that is called as stroma. This inner fluid of chloroplast is called as stroma. Chloroplast, what is the functioning of chloroplast? They are the sites of photosynthesis. How? As they contain a green pigment called chlorophyll for photosynthesis. As we know, the chlorophyll is necessary to carry out the photosynthesis because this pigment carries the captures the energy of the sunlight and help in making the food. Fine. So chloroplast, the green pigment is found in this chloroplast, and these are pigments are present in the thylakoids of grana. ग्रेना के ये जो थाइलेकाइड्स हैं इनके अंदर ये आपके पिगमेंट्स क्लोरोफिल मौजूद होते हैं जो कि हेल्प आउट करते हैं. देन वी विल टॉक अबाउट द second type, that is called as chromoplast. The second type of plastid is chromoplast. They contain pigments that are associated with bright colors, especially the petals, fruits. They are of bright colors, as we can see. Their bright colors are due to this pigment chromoplast that is present in it. Fine. What is the functioning of it? Why the bright colors are necessary? They help in pollination, fine, and dispersal of fruit, as we already studied about it. Then comes the third type, that is called as leucoplast. That is leucoplast. These are colorless. These are colorless and store what? Proteins and lipids. They store starch, proteins and lipids. These are the present in cells of those parts where food is stored. They helps in food storage. Fine. These are the three cell organelles we have studied. You have to make notes of it. Thank you.